Ever feel like you're living in your own personal Truman Show?
I know that feeling.
Well, get ready, because today we're taking that to a whole new level,
Oh.
diving deep into this motivational speaker's theory that life's basically a giant video game,
Okay, I'm intrigued.
and we're the players.
He really goes all in on that whole Matrix angle, doesn't he? Like, we're more like avatars in a simulation than actual, you know,
Yeah.
real people.
Yeah, he does not hold back. But here's the thing. Even if you think that's a little out there, and hey, no judgment here, this deep dive is still full of these little thought-provoking gems.
I'm all about those.
We're talking new ways to think about self-improvement, reaching your full potential, even just understanding your place in this crazy game of life.
Because even if we don't buy the whole Matrix thing, approaching life like a game, that's gotta shake things up a bit, right?
Totally. And he starts with something we can all relate to just waking up in the morning. But he puts this spin on it, right? Like, imagine your morning routine. Brushing your teeth, coffee, that's you, downloading your consciousness into your avatar, ready to play for the day.
So instead of autopilot, it's like awareness pilot,
Yeah.
choosing how you show up in the game.
Yes. And he's got this great example, right? You're in the bathroom doing your thing, and you just know your bed's right outside that door. You don't have to try to remember it. It just IS. He says we should be that sure about our goals, our dreams, everything.
Like that unshakable belief, that's powerful stuff. Imagine going after what you want with that same certainty.
Right. Okay, so maybe he's onto something with the certainty thing, but then he takes it up a notch. And this is where it gets kind of wild. He's like, you are God.
Not metaphorically, he means literally God.
Literally. And he's not shying away from what that means either. We aren't just playing the game, we are the God consciousness, just experiencing itself in like billions of ways.
Low. So it's not even we're all connected, it's more like we're all one thing looking at itself from different angles.
Right. Like if we're all just fragments of the same being, does that change how we see each other?
Has to, right. Judging someone else, that takes on a whole new meaning if they're just another version of you. Even compare some people to bots in a game, like they aren't even playing on the same level of awareness.
That's where I'm like, oh, hold on. Seems a little harsh, Like, who is he to decide who's a bot?
It's definitely a statement. Maybe he's trying to get at something deeper, though. Maybe these bots are more like parts of ourselves we haven't quite figured out yet.
Ooh, like unfinished levels in the game, parts we haven't unlocked.
Exactly. And maybe by being curious about those interactions, instead of judgmental, we learn something about ourselves in the process.
Okay, so let's say we're all these little pieces of God playing different characters. What's the point of this whole crazy game anyway?
He actually gets into that, which I thought was cool. He says it's all about remembering who we really are, these powerful, limitless beings.
And we remember by, what, getting through tough stuff, pushing our limits, all that.
Exactly. It's like we're trying to uncover our true selves.
Okay, so it's like this big cosmic game of hide and seek with our own divinity.
Pretty much.
I like it. But how do you actually remember your divine besides just like really, really believing it?
Well, he talks about this thing called our vibration, our thoughts and beliefs.
Okay, so we're getting into the secret territory now, right?
Exactly. Like what you focus on, you get more of. Your thoughts attract similar experiences. Think negative, you get negative stuff. But if you can get to this, like high vibe, positive mindset,
Then it's all rainbows and unicorns.
well, maybe not rainbows and unicorns,
Yeah.
but definitely more joy, more good stuff coming your way.
So we're not just along for the ride. Our thoughts are actually creating the game as we go.
That's a great way to put it. He uses this example. Imagine you want to get in shape, right? If you keep thinking, I'm overweight, I'll never get there.
Stuck on easy mode.
Totally.
Yeah.
But what if you could change that inner voice to, I am strong, I am healthy? That shift, that change in your vibration.
Starts making you take different actions.
Exactly. Like you're leveling up your character's stats just by changing how you think.
So it's not about forcing yourself to do stuff you hate. It's about making the game more fun.
Yes. Finding that playfulness, that excitement about growing.
So instead of dragging yourself to the gym, it's like, time to level up my avatar's strength.
Exactly. And that can make all the difference.
Love it. But what about the big guy upstairs, the one with the game controller? He's all about us being part of this God consciousness, but why create this game at all?
Right. Like, what's the grand plan? He doesn't really say. Maybe there isn't one. Maybe it's just about experiencing it all. The good, the bad, all of it.
So less about figuring out the meaning of life, more about just enjoying the ride.
Maybe. Or maybe it's about using all of the good, the bad, the challenges to learn and grow. to evolve.
So we're all in this crazy game together, figuring it out as we go. Some of us are ahead, some behind, but we're all just trying to level up.
And that actually leads into his call to action.
A call to action. With this whole "we are God" thing, what's he going to ask? Should we start a cosmic rock band or something?
Not quite, though that's not a bad idea for our next deep dive.
Right.
But no, his call to action is a little deeper. He wants us to join him in creating a more positive reality
Yeah.
for everyone.
So less about like bending spoons with our minds, more about just focusing on the good, sending out those good vibes.
Exactly. He's really big on the power of our collective consciousness. Like, if enough of us focus on good things, love, creativity, all that, it actually changes the game for everyone.
He actually calls it a mission.
Right.
With all this Matrix talk, kind of makes me think of like Neo leading the rebellion against the machines. A little dramatic, but I get what he means. He's found something that really speaks to him, gives him purpose, and he wants to share that.
It's interesting. On the one hand, it's that classic motivational thing, building a community. But then when you think about how much he believes all this, it's like, does he see himself as some kind of digital prophet?
With the cheat codes to a better reality, sharing them with whoever will listen.
Exactly.
I mean, even if you don't buy the whole package, that kind of optimism, it's contagious, right?
Totally.
So maybe the takeaway here is even if life's not literally a video game, thinking like it is, being curious, playful, that's gotta be a good thing.
Definitely. And a little more love in the world never hurt anyone, right?
Never hurts. Well, this has been quite the deep dive. Might have to try that thing, visualizing my dream life while brushing my teeth. See if it works.
Let me know how it goes. Will do. But for now, we want to hear from you. What'd you think of all this? Have you ever tried that game-like approach in your own life? Hit us up on social media, #DeepDiveMatrix. Let's keep this going. And until next time, remember, even if life isn't a video game, you're still the main character in your story. Make it epic